Hello, 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 hello. Ho, ho, ho. Are we in the holiday cheer yet? I sure am. I was at the grocery store like half an hour ago, if not less. And they already have the gift bags for the customers, which is something we do here in... Oh my god, low battery. Give me a sec. Pause alert. So, as I was saying before, the battery flashed in my face that it was dying. Actually, let me show you, it's so cute. Sorry for the noise. How do we love this? So literally my like the supermarket owned by Farrell, the bigger brand, Farrell, is having like this gift bag for the customers. Isabella Supermarket is the name of my village supermarket, Isabella being the owner of the village supermarket. And here, köszönjük, hogy nálunk vásárolt, thank you for shopping at our store, or like with us, because nálunk is in our space, or it has a sense of belonging to us. So yeah, so what I left in was this huge bakery baked loaf of bread, which is from I don't know who. Oh, LD Row, I think. LD. Check out this beautiful bastard. My chief would say that it needs a bit more baking, but people here are not trained the way we are back in Montreal. There were 2 cans of beer. I'm sorry, let me just put that away. 2 cans of beer, cheesy pretzels, coffee for the coffee machine, and like a big chunky fat sausage. Well, they call it summer salami, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, isn't this neat to live in a small village where people, well, companies and companies care or give a shit about their customers? I think it's super cute. And the city life, the Urbania. Well, you know, the urban city life has its advantages, but it's at the cost at the human connection of appreciating loyal customers who came back day after day after day. So today's we are doing the last general read before the special 5-day countdown to Christmas. So we are tackling today's read, which will be a year ahead, month by month general energy thing to look out for. Slavic Legends by Taroteca Studio. Clarifying will be the stained glass. And I'm gonna use only one oracle this time, and it's gonna be elemental energies. So here's your, and let me zoom in, because I already have yapped a fair bit. So here's your spiritual opportunity. Good day, my dear earth signs. We are having a little bit, okay, this one will be long. It's gonna be your year 2026 ahead. What are we having? 2 of Wands. What decision do you need to make? Because you need to choose between 2 options. Whoa. So yeah, Jesus, why do I feel so blocked? Year ahead, 2026, 12 card plus a bonus overall energy for the full year. Hanged Man, air sign, had these two. 8 of Cups, walking away, but it was in reverse, so are you no longer walking away from something? And no communication. Interesting. Well, I mean, no shit, you're stuck, or you are in limbo with the Hanged Man because you are not wanting to move away energetically from something, but you're also not communicating in regards to this emotional situation that you are not wanting to walk away from. Interesting. And was this the 5? It is the 5. 5 of Swords. So conflict and losses. Is the battle, is the fight worth whatever bounty is promised at the other end of it? Are you the victor or are you the loser? And why do you need to be in that position? 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. You need to take time out to consider things and to rest and to really meditate on situations, even though you are not making a decision. Maybe if you have a more not imposing yourself a limit on how fast you need to make a decision, you'll be more relaxed in making whatever decision you need to make. Perhaps going back to that 2 of Wands, a choice you need to make, because you are currently refusing to make any inkling of any direction, but you need more information. Regarding a 3 of Swords, yikes. Are you the recipient or are you the deliverer of 3 of Swords? Have you taken time to heal from the 3 of Swords and you're still in conflict with someone, potentially regarding that 3 of Swords with the 5 of Wands? So not only you are in conflict through the 5 of Swords, which is potentially malicious intent and behavior, but now you are openly in conflict with the 5 of Wands. It's like you are fighting with them, having an argument. The situation itself is challenging instead of being just either neutral or fulfilling. You have options and you have the Queen of Cups. So are you keeping your options instead of choosing the one option that should matter the most with the Queen of Cups, who is technically your sweetheart, who loves you, you love her? Is this like a childhood college sweetheart situation? Your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend? Cards or energies, can be either sex or gender. Is this the person that whose heart you broke and with whom you are in conflict with? And again the 2 of Swords. So you are so stuck in this chosen liminal space of not making a decision that perhaps the more you linger in it, the more hurt you are causing to you and to them. So just be advised. For my earth signs. Oh, clarity. Clarity has entered the chat, and we have Hermit. Going deep within yourself to seek guidance and clarity. Perhaps with the found wisdom you will find the best way to express yourself, to bring forth clarity, communication, to be just concise and to the point and honest and just. Knight of Wands, 5 of Coins. Oof. In for the good times, out for the long times. And because you are ruled by the sense of just wanting to have fun, you are often left to dry after the phone has been delivered. Eight of Cups, again, that energy of walking away from what you have committed to, invested in, especially emotion-wise, because they have taken what they wanted and they're just, you are discarded. That leaves you in a perpetual state of dissatisfaction because you are utilized for what you provide and for nothing more past that point. For earth signs, the spread is normally circular, but I'm gonna have rows because I don't have enough space to make a circle here. Also, for my own sanity and my poor little brain, we're gonna go a traditional boring route. Also, brace yourself, this read will get long as we have the 12 months. Oh yeah, plus the bonus. I forgot the bonus. We're gonna, put it there. Which is the overall energy of the year. And we are having a Hermit again. And we have the Hanged Man again. You are expecting something, needs to be patient. King of Wands, passionate, assertive. Queen of Cups again. Five of Cups, mourning what you have lost. You need to make that goddamn fucking decision eventually. Ace of Coins, Knight of Cups, being sincere. Knight of Swords, don't be too brash. King of Coins, home. Seven of Wands, being defensive-ish. And Six of Cups, energy clarifying the main energy of the year. I'll be right back with my coffee, which is not even coffee. It's like a roasted wheat that has a lingering coffee vibe because it's like non-decaf. So it's, as you can see, it has the right color. I did add milk to it, but yeah, it's interesting. It's mostly because it's like a warm drink. But it definitely it's between coffee and roasted wheat, which is not interesting. Actually, I'm gonna show you so you can. Since it's my channel, I can do whatever I want. So you see those? See that? It's like this thing roasted, and maybe there's a bit of decaf coffee in there, but yeah, I have no idea. I think that's like 90%, yeah. So it's like at least 90% roasted wheat. It's pretty good. And I can drink of this a double cup, with a double mug, without having nefarious health consequences, which I wouldn't dare, because I already have this size mug of coffee in the morning, and I wouldn't dare doubling this because my heart wouldn't take it. Yeah, okay, enough Leo ego. Let's get back to my earth signs. Hi, how you doing? I'm your hostess, your therapist, your tarot reader. Let's dive into it. So January we have Virgo for sure, with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. So in January you are either dealing with a very beautiful, passionate woman, creative, potentially a fire sign, or the predominant energy is you tempering your assertiveness to look deep within you to find answers and wisdom and guidance to better direct your fire, your creative energy, your inspiration. so as to not let it go to waste, but really nurture it and invest into things that can give you back. I'm looking at those sunflowers, and you know how sunflowers have those well, the seeds. So literally one flower gives I don't know how many seeds. You can eat a certain quantity, keep the rest, put it back in the earth. From one flower you have at least 50 more flowers. So it's a sense of looking at what you have from a different perspective to grow your abundance in an exponential direction. Exponentially. So, what up with my earth signs in January? Oy. Okay, that was a bit too much, but like I was saying with the exponentially, Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely need to consider your creative energies, and you can potentially, and the Lovers. Okay, so you can bring stability to a higher level soulmate love, meaningful relationship if you perhaps slow things down a little and look deep within yourself to analyze how you behave, how they behave, and how you can make a tangible, solid, grounded situation out of this thing. With taming the fire, yes, but taming the fire in a way that is productive and long-term aligning, in a way that the fire can help grow the luxurious greeneries of the Hermit. Maybe instead of being a wild forest fire, be it more like a fire from which you can take to illuminate the night. Have a controlled forest fire so new things can grow. So use the power of that in a constructive, concise way that brings, again, double, as I was saying, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, stability, and how to invest that fire, that passion, that drive, that hard work into something that can bring money, finance, and stability back. Especially with the Lovers, so it's either something you love doing or bringing a relationship that is meaningful to you to a grounded, reliable situation, all the while being it fun and sexy and pleasurable, fulfilling, but not just hookup culture fulfilling. You want something more housebound-ish, but just like you know that person is there for you when you need her for something else than bedtime fun or bedroom fun, sorry. February, we have the Hanged Man, so needing to take, and this is almost like a double timeout following the Hermit. So with the Hermit, you go deep within yourself to seek wisdom. With the Hanged Man, it's putting yourself out again to see things from a different perspective. And yes, you are making a small sacrifice of time and energy and whatever else, but it's to reach illumination. King of Coins, to see how more stability you can bring to the table, how you can again harness the power of this fire, this inspiration, this drive to make it something solid, concrete, that can be fructified and multiplied, who is beautiful and appealing, but that has also productivity value. And we have the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So be cautious of how the situation is tackling you. Are you the winner? Are you the loser? What is the conflict? And you might want to halt your horses and proceed with a studied, measured slow, steady step. The Knight of Wands in reverse is going literally back, reinforcing the Knight of Pentacles, threading super slow and carefully in a studied manner, that you can see every pebble on the road ahead of you, so that the horse is not stepping on something that can hurt it, that will unnecessarily delay you more than how you decide to be delayed in the journey, in self-discovery, self-healing, self-actualization, or just discovering something, seeing something from a different light, different perspective, so you can perhaps avoid conflict or change the direction in which the conflict is plaguing the situation. In March, we have the Three of Wands, waiting a return on investment, being patient, and the Four of Coins, holding on. So in March, be careful of your finances, your spending, especially if you have invested already. Just hold on and wait for the return on that investment to hit your bank before you reinvest more. Watch out for shopping and expenses. Make sure, because with March there's also the weather change, so make sure that the pipes, the roofing and such things are okay, so you don't need to spend excess on that. But I'm gonna, and again the Three of Wands, so it's like, and the Nine of Cups. You will be self-satisfied, but you need to be patient. Three of Wands, again clarifying the Three of Wands. And maybe just like by holding on to things, you will find self-satisfaction with the Nine of Cups. So be patient, don't rush into things. Really just be in sync with your core inner self to see how you can proceed cautiously moving forward, especially in relationships that can bring you something substantial to the table without going into excess or malice or foul play with the Five of Swords. In April, we have the King of Wands, which is, the counterpart to the Queen of Wands. So literally we are starting with the Queen of Wands and closing with the King of Wands, her divine counterpart, Seven of Swords. So either be very strategic in how you start businesses and how you proceed forward with businesses, creative endeavors, how you manage and direct, or in what ventures you decide to invest in. Going back to March, be very cautious of not being swindled and fooled and bedazzled by shiny opportunities. Be very cautious of people telling you or selling you fancy stories and guarantees which are not realistic. So it's definitely a new venture in April, new inspiration, new creative work. But and yes, the Moon and the High Priestess, things are not as they seem to be with the Moon. So the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords is a very tricky combination of you really needing to listen to your intuition, your inner guidance that you have technically worked on in the Hermit and the Hangman phase, but be very attuned to your own inner voice, and don't let others bedazzle you and swindle you into things that are that have in French we say vice caché, which is like the hidden vice, or the hidden if it's too perfect on paper or in theory, just automatically red flag parade. That shit is funky as fuck and you wanna stay away and have all the freaking clarity that you need, especially in an age where AI is so predominant everywhere. And I'm thinking of this thing with influencers where some brands have this clause that whatever the influencer films and hands over to the brand can then use AI to form their face, their voice, their likeliness ad eternum until whatever, in whichever circumstance the brand wants. And so literally the likeliness of the influencer becomes just another asset for the brand without revenue or without passive income. It's like the influencer signs the contract, doesn't read the stuff, and now their face and their likeliness is selling shit products by third parties or that brand, and they are paid jack shit fuck all because they signed the paper. So shady, shady, shady. Be very, very, very cautious of hidden clauses in contracts, in new venues, in new ventures, in new whatever the ISO one is. Be very discerning and don't be so quick to jump into everything that is appealing, that is promising to be a return on investment, to be promising to be something that can make you feel happy, fulfilled, recognized, and make you money on the side. Just be very, 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 very fucking cautious. In May, we have the Queen of Cups, so return of the sweetheart. The dreamy, intuitive, lovey-dovey, caring woman that has a bit of sadness to her in here. And Justice. Ooh, interesting. So now there is fairness on the table regarding this energy that is lovey-dovey and I almost want to say sacred and pure. It's like she is innocent in the way she loves. She loves with her whole heart and her whole soul. And she can be taken advantage because of how purely she loves in a world that is so jaded and shady and inconsiderate. To communicate with the Eight of Wands, with this person or with others, to protect your own heart space, your own emotions, the way you interpret maybe outside things that are pulling at your heartstrings, if it's you. And we have Hierophant for a Wand. So yeah, communicate, especially with the one that you love, that is your spouse, long-term commitment, boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. Be honest, be fair, be just, communicate openly. If you want to bring this to the next level with the Hierophant marriage, express yourself clearly, be just and balanced. On the other flip side, if this is more in the ethereal realm, aka soulmate, but not manifesting in a 3D, also still be clear communication wise, not to lead them astray, in not giving them false hopes that you want to commit and build foundations with them, but then you are not honestly committed to the idea because you have other things that are more appealing, shiny and interesting, and maybe you don't have the time to commit to that because you are busy elsewhere. So just be very open to exchange in a very honest, balanced, fair way with this person, or maybe the way you express your emotions if you want to build solid foundations with whoever might be involved, June, 5 of Cups. You are focusing on what you have lost, mourning losses, grieving losses of, oh shite, the Lovers. So I guess whatever happened in May didn't end well, or just maybe a word of caution. Are you regretting a past situation? Is the Queen of Cups the lover, or was she like someone else? Because so I see this a lot in tarot reads, but humans especially tend to love person A with their whole freaking heart and soul, but then choose person B because of convenience, because comfort, proximity, stability, or whatever reason. So person A is ending up with a broken heart, and person B is not appreciating the whole value of what the current is about or is bringing. So is the lovers the same as the Queen of Cups, or are these two separate people? I would say it's the same, because you are in a Five of Cups energy, which is mourning the loss of this beautiful love situation. Queen of Wands again. Didn't we have her? Yeah, we started with the Queen of Wands. And so this is why I say person A and person B, because the Queen of Wands is fiery, passionate, and amazing in the bedroom. Fun times ahead. But the Queen of Cups loves from an authentic soul heart level, and she will literally die trying to make something better for you. Whereas the Queen of Wands, not so much. I mean, she can, depending on the person that is the Queen of Wands, but she's mostly interested in at the toxic level, being recognized, being flattered, being hot, being seen. Whereas the Queen of Cups is more outwardly giving love. She doesn't care about her own recognition as much as the Queen of Wands does. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, so definitely a Eight of Cups and the Fool. Interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles can be yet another person, or the aspect of one of the Queen of Wands with whom you are married and in a committed, stable relationship. But someone has walked away from that commitment and that stability to start something new somewhere else. Janvier, février, mars, avril, mai, juin. So in July, we have the Two of Wands. Still needing to make that goddamn decision about happiness. The unbearable lightness of just being in a warm and safe and cozy, happy space where nothing can hit you, hurt you, get to you. It's abundance. Think of this: the sun brings the sprouts, the harvest. Everybody feels good in the sun, and we have the outside porch yard parties. And just like the good times. So in July, you need to make a decision about something that can potentially bring you a lot of fulfilling happiness. And we have the King of Pentacles and Justice. So you need to be very, I think, yeah, it's the second time you have Justice now. You need to be very fair and measured, and I'll be right back. I was reaching the 30-minute max capacity for my camera. You need to be very measured, very fair, very grounded with your finances if you want to be happy. And you need to make a decision that is fair for all parties involved in regards to your stability, your resources, your financial and incoming money situation in July. Whatever this may implicate for you. It could be just like your job or passive income, but you need to make a decision in regards to money, and you need to be fair and just and balanced if you want to have the happiest, most blissful outcome in regards to your stability. In August, we have the Ace of Coins, so there's a potential new abundance, new money. but there is also a major wrap-up, a major conclusion, and a major ending. So this could be you literally wrapping up one workplace, one job, one situation. Ergo, why you need to be so very cautious in the decisions you're making in July, because in August you will wrap up a major cycle chapter of your life, and with that ending and that wrap up, there is a new abundance, new money, new job that is coming to bless you. Also, since this is directly under April, where you had the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords, be cautious of keeping an eye on this situation, because in August it's, you know, like, so we have the King of Wands and then we have the King of Pentacles, work and money, and then an end and new opportunity, but something is hidden in April, so be very cautious of that. It's just like this section here is, and also here I'm picking up the Four of Coins, having to hold on to money. And here we have Page of Pentacles, knowing the worth of your thing, but again with the Ace of Coins, it's like a small step growing, a small thing from the past that you can grow into stability and into a legacy, but you need to first allow something to end and to wrap up so that you can welcome this ace from the past, that you can nurture and grow, invest in, and that small thing can become a whole damn legacy and something that you can depend upon and pass on to your children, grandchildren, etc. But it's associated with the sense of nostalgia, so maybe a past opportunity will come back at you and offer a new finance. So let's say your job from 5, 10, 15 years ago is calling you that, hey, we have a position and I think you'd be a good candidate because of these skills that remember that you had, and we saw your progression. We've been stalking your LinkedIn page, yada yada. So now they're coming back, they offer you this new job. You might be at the entry level, but there is room for growth, and there is seriously good money going from an ace to a 10 to grow old with them and to be maybe part of the startup. If we go back to the King of Wands, Ace of Wands, to build your own company with them or your own studio or whatever. I don't know what that pops to mind, but just be one of the founding fathers, and thus becoming a legacy for future generations. In September we have the Knight of Cups, lovey-dovey gesture, coming from the heart, passion project maybe, and the Six of Wands. So you love this and you will be recognized for this. You will be acclaimed. There is victory. It's a beautiful celebration. This can come towards you, or you could be the one making that gesture that will feel someone else seen, recognized, and celebrated. Oof, and it's in regards to change and transformation in some sort. So interesting, because we had the World and now we have that. So something definitely wrapped up. The Empress. Nurturing, beauty, expansion. So after this wrap up and this new opportunity, if you put your heart and your soul into it to nurture and see it grow exponentially in a beautiful heart, like coming from the heart, you nurture it from your heart and your soul space, it will change and grow and grow and grow and grow and transform into something that will be highly acclaimed, recognized, validated, appreciated, Game of the Year, Gory, 1 million views, 1 million sales, you know the drill. Something that comes from the heart, from the soul, is always more prone to victory than something that is manufactured for the sake of making money. October, we have the Knight of Swords boldly dashing into action. Page of Swords. Okay, so I can go these two routes. Either you are spying on someone and gathering information, or someone is doing that to you. Or if we are not going the spy route, you are just a smidget, just a little bit delaying the bold, brash action of the Knight of Swords to gather a bit more information, so you can be even more sharp and cutting and decisive in the way you tackle a situation. Again, this is October, so you can be more throat cutting, but in the verbiage, expression aspect of it, like not literally physically violent, just like because you delay just a little bit, you gather just a little bit more information, you find that one sharp word, W-O-R-D, that will literally decimate your opponent in whatever situation this involves. So yeah, it's not that bad. Just be cautious of how hard you want to hit them. With the Magician, is about manifesting and having a clear sight on what you want. You are being able to literally bring that to the table and make it a 3D reality. And maybe perhaps finally move out of your Five of Cups energy, which you had somewhere here. Yeah, just here, Five of Cups again. So if you need to delay your brash communication or action-driven energy just a little bit to gather more information, to manifest a little more clearly, a little more precisely, to step out of the funk of this mourning, grieving the loss of something, it is worth you halting and taking a step back to consider the bigger, broader landscape, so you have a clear vision of the horizon and what are at stakes, so you literally move in a more clear, concise direction in manifesting and in communicating. November, we have the Queen of Coins again. She was here in janvier, février, mars, avril, in June. The smaller, so yeah, here, Queen of Pentacles. And yes, I do say the month names in French because my brain is automatically French. But Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, is the very nurturing, abundant, practical woman. And she is blessed by sheer luck with the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be your home situation finally blessed with a string of good luck, things going in your favor, you being able to be more relaxed at home, spending more time with the family, being more social, hands-on, just taking care of the house and taking care of your people, be nurturing and loving and generous, because the universe, life, God, what you believe in, has literally blessed you in even more riches, so you can splurge a little bit in November. Okay. King of Cups, and it's coming again from a heart space, soul space, beautiful, lovey-dovey energy. Two of Wands, and you need to make a decision again. So it's about tempering the emotionality and the practicality of this good luck that has been bestowed upon you in November. It's almost like you want a spa day to feel good and to restore your soul, or do you want a fancy dinner made at home, but you buy luxurious ingredients to make something from the heart, but it's a more practical experience versus a more just recharging your soul experience. In December, you are being a little defensive with the Seven of Wands, but you are strong and capable against the Tower. Oof. So something will come crashing down if you do not change the energies prior to December. Be advised, be cautious. Do not splurge into excess. Do not play shady fuckery games with the Seven of Swords. I don't remember if we had the 5. I don't remember. No, we did have the 5 of Swords. So be very cautious of how you tread relationships, both intimate and business at work. So you don't have to confront the dismantling and the destruction of foundation you worked hard to build, which are leaving you almost like a savage, because I'm looking at the bearskin. So he doesn't even have clothes. It has been such a rough time out after the destruction of the Tower that you had to be really defensive and fight for your position. Even though you have the upper ground, you are pushing something back in order to keep your sanity and your strength and something that you claim as your own. So just be very careful if you need to defend yourself and push back on the dismantling of false foundations. Don't even build false foundations. Repair connections early on so that you avoid the Tower. Especially for you earth signs, this has been plaguing you a fair bit, so be advised and shit. So what is the Tower about? Oh my crikey fucking hell. We have the Tower again. You cannot escape this bullshit. And we have the Page of Swords again, which we had the Page of Swords here in December, November, October. So October is definitely a meaningful month for you in regards of taking a step back in analyzing the situation. Even if you don't have a whole lot of knowledge or outlook or precision, take all the time you need to make sure that the foundations of your communication or what you're building are solid, because you do not want the goddamn fucking Tower twice now in intensity coming down at you, dismantling and leaving you with barely anything on your back, having to be defensive in that situation, defending yourself and pushing back against these nagging energies coming at you. Be very, very cautious. The overall energy of the year for you will be the Six of Cups. So something from the past coming back. I think you had the Six of Cups somewhere. Where did I see that? I'm pretty sure I saw the Sweet Nostalgia card. Anyway, Sweet Nostalgia from the past. Oh yeah, around here. Six of Cups. Boom. Ooh, King of Cups. Interesting. Now the Queen has her match. So a benevolent, loving, caring, compassionate, counseling energy from the past will come back to guide you in the process of this whole year. Listen to their advice. They're coming from a pure, genuine, loving, caring space. They are not looking for conflict. They are not looking to take control and to lead you astray. They are not here to manipulate you. They are here to just give you the sort of counsel that you need, to give you clarity, so that you are not bamboozled by outside forces and you are not distracted by quick thrills and pleasures. So you are not either rushing into situations, building weak foundations to avoid this goddamn fucking tower here. You hear me? You hear me. So let's tackle the oracle cards and let's see what is the last messages for my earth signs. And that is 1. And that is 3. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be generous. It's the season to be giving. And I love giving. So, number 1. Chromatic Cascade. Dive into chromatic cascades, experiencing the full spectrum of elemental energies. Water, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Listen to your emotions and listen to people who come from a pure heart, pure soul energy, trying to give you advice and counsel and guidance. Cleansing rain, again more water. Allow the cleansing rain to wash away stagnant energies, leaving you refreshed and renewed. This has almost like a 6 of Cups energy, like, or actually no, the 5 of Cups. Where did you have that? You had the 5 of Cups somewhere, like the lingering in that sorrow, that mourning, that grieving energy. You need to step away from that. Celestial Symphony. Listen to the Celestial Symphony, where each element plays a harmonious part in the cosmic orchestra. So open yourself to elements and signs with which you are not otherwise readily comfortable with, so that they can give you a different perspective on situations, on people, on events, so that you have a richer background from which to take energies and information, so you have a more broader view on the landscape ahead, so you are not easily impressed by shallow things. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for my earth signs. I think we have enough cards on the table. Thank you for having been here with me. Thank you for allowing me to read for you guys. Hopefully this brought some sense of clarity. Take notes of the main energies to look out for. And if something nudges at your intuition, take a step back, analyze the situation, and just ask 5 minutes, let me think, and then get back to it. Don't rush into things. Don't rush into situations, into things, just because they are shiny and appealing and seemingly feel good in the moment. As an earth sign, you're supposed to be more grounded, practical, and reliable. So more that. Also, avoid this goddamn fucking tower, please. Thank you. I will catch you tomorrow.